na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ka say oh my Ghana ya ba bedrum pempen so bi say criminal libel law ya ye free honum dia adenti ene sese ya mampanyini bi e ma ne criminalize speech ya wo freedom of speech obi ka sembi na woni nipa no nyadwena utumi si onipa no ya eye civil case either for defamation or whatsoever ba se obema kwan ama aposifo edi nipa no afa ayaya de mu de enye democracy. In fact yenya civil society organizations ya sabre no mo sorry gina ye giving full backing to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama then for that particular statement and letter to His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Now, barely 2 years into governance, the NDC, according to lawyer Samson Ayineni, it is worse. It is worse off. The NDC is worse off than the entire 8 years. Yeah, the MPP tried under His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Lawyer Samson Ayineni, Chilemua, on kai kra or kai chairman kwamba for bronye e dey na chairman kai ensem no kan for the Inspector General of Police to woni ne nyadwea it is just a matter of filing a civil case by yan hwe kwan ya sa administration yi e dey kwamba for bronye fa so Black Maria transportation wo be ka se kwamba for yeku oso kai nansi an baba amando okatachi afrifa God na sare bedi akon adenta komi fanti comedy achemkwana na ofuntumi media TikTok esimienu ma TikTok esimienu achese almost spending close to 14 days behind bars because say yes someone make a statement to be about the president nansi ya gambaga obi achre asem keke e Facebook and the WhatsApp say the DCE of the area ohenoa he is not fit for purpose asem ni nyina ni pa police force ye di omutwan na no na according to lawyer Samson Ayineni the koso no ya omodi emre bi se causing fear and panic e de kanipa bi kasa bosho omsem. In fact His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo function but barely 2 years into this administration said they are worse off than what happened. The full version of how lawyer Samson Ayineni tackled this issue in the right perspective.
On news file, we put Ghana first. I'm seeing too many messages on Samson's take. Samson's take is not subject for discussion, so I don't read messages on them. The fact I'll tell you though is that in less than 2 years, is it, of this administration, those repressive laws have been used more than the entirety of Akufo-Addo's regime. Go check the statistics. It's terrible. You got to stop it. My guest still abolishes fear and panic law. I'm putting up a letter for your inspection right now. That letter you may have seen circulating from the district headquarters of the Ghana Police Service in Gambaga is, to put it bluntly, most embarrassing. It is a stark black and white testament to the depth to which our law enforcement has sunk in its quest to please political masters. That letter you are seeing shortly invites a citizen to assist in an investigation over a WhatsApp comment that merely questions the fitness of a municipal chief executive, MCE. All he did was to say that the MCE is a disgrace and doesn't look fit for the office. That letter is not just an overreach, it is an absurdity. Where is the crime? In a healthy democracy, questioning whether a public officer is fit for purpose is the heartbeat of civic engagement. Yet here we are, using the machinery of the state to talk peace. They said he should come over for them to talk peace. and also to answer for the WhatsApp. Talk peace over a comment that barely qualifies as an insult, let alone a threat to national security. That's a cycle of hypocrisy. The irony is as thick as it is tragic. From the arrest of Adenta Kumi or Hiniba of Wuntumi Radio to Sir Obama of Pokwase, Abronya DC, the Baba Amandos, this regime is proving that political memory is conveniently short. When in opposition, the NDC and John Mahama were loud and righteous in condemning Akufo-Addo for resorting to speech-chilling tactics. They rightfully attacked the abuse of the vague Section 208 of the criminal offenses of punishing false news that could cause fear and panic. They did not only join the crusade against that provision in the 1960 law, they raised their voices against the sister Section 76 of the 2018 Electronic Communications Law. But as the proverb goes, the more things change, the more they stay the same. What happened to the round condemnation that greeted the arrest of Bobia Ansah or Mensa Thompson or David Tamaklo of the WhatsApp News only a few years ago? Because they are affiliated with the NDC, they have a different blood running in them. The repressive laws of yesterday have become the necessary tools of today, depending entirely on whose hands are on the gavel. And we see you continuing to defend the indefensible. I'm talking about the opposition. Look, some of the comments made by these guys are plain reckless and indefensible. Those who seek a decent and orderly society must never be heard trying to justify crude insults and blatant falsehoods. We leave that shameless partisan gymnastics to the politicians who only find their conscience and voice when they lose their power. However, the solution to bar speech, like Kofi Bentil will always remind us, is more speech, or at the very least, recourse to civil remedies and not criminal prosecution. If a man's reputation is harmed, let him take out a civil suit for defamation. Why must the state spend taxpayers' money to lock a man up for 3 years or 5 years over a WhatsApp status? Yes, the police wrote to Shamna for a WhatsApp comment calling David Bukari a disgrace and not fit to be MCE of Nalerigo Gambaga. The GJA has recently reminded government of the urgent need to end the abuse in resort to these repressive laws. How can a government that is seeking to repeal Section 208 and remove the custodial sanction in Section 76 of the Electronic Communications Act through the new disinformation bill allow an increasing resort to these repressive laws? Mr. President, your silence on the recent surge in these arrests is deafening. Your silence promotes the impunity we see in Gambaga. The cost of the silence, sir. Such was how Fix the Country activist Ibrahim Muhammad Kaka Macho was harassed by the Jura police before his murder in 2021. Justice has still not been served. Each new abuse multiplies the risk of the tragedy to our democracy. The Gambaga police foist a crime even where a civil tort of defamation would struggle to find a foothold. The way forward is very simple. please speak to discourage the abuse of these laws, which ought to have been gone with criminal libel in 2001. We must abolish these provisions speedily or amend the laws to fully comply with modern democratic standards and to remove the criminal sanctions for speech violations. Let's stop using the police as the private discipline guard for sensitive politicians. If we do not stop this slide into state-sponsored hypersensitivity, we will soon find that the only thing fit for purpose in Ghana is our silence. And that
weekend be me call baby. Na me fa entudwa for now. Omo de Mahama Kambu Pragiano de Abano, omo de ye trotro. Echo hospital ho. Me na me catch ho. It's hospital Johnson ho.
You go hospital and you
3 cities. Ba 3 cities.
One Jesus can.
Nah.
Where the scandalous scandal.
Yeah. Omo de Mahama Pragiano. Omo de ye trotro. 3. Ba 3. And I see. I see.
But I know Jumano.
I know Jumano. I
know Praga. Your mama can't be Praga. Be intimate. What's it? Health workers need to become crassy. Praga and for crassy. A crassy quanya erosion. After 2 gutters out to me better Praga to me first. When the baby a quarter wana and no better media argument. To me to see junction wa. Who see at me a family doko.
Oh, 4. Oh, ba 3. Na me say, hey, are you?
Wakubi ye back on your friend no Benghazi or Chicago.
Okuta chema untumi din.
Ai Benghazi or Chicago. Haya de bia wo hwe. Me no kasi say Chicago about 2.
Okay.
About 2 am so muda muntimi na.
Moda mun na.
So bo hwe ni antia no pe ma mencha no fa muda na watese mecha na ansa na. Na lo e de ne eko. Kwaku ye nua ba surprise no. Sandra Lava Pia. So okay.
Yes.
Sandala.
So ni muno.
Na da nukruba ha no.
Aha. Okay. It's almost here one say pay yet channel pa. And yes.
DJ Solis so agent also or hey. No so share na osimi me kan tell me say mo hwe nanim na enche obela ndinti.
Abochefo la mo hwe ye no. Time zone difference in inti no.
Mrs. Apia Dankwa, I think Nyadin writer. I think that is the name. Into mo nyina hwe ye do mo nyina ase.
Okay. And you know about was friend Jonathan. Also e wo Canada.
Jonathan.
It was all